how can we elevate our relationships to the level of 5D, fifth dimensional, fourth density. In my YouTube channel, I talk a lot about how to raise your vibration to the level of the heart, to unconditional love. But in this video, I want to explore how to apply this knowledge to the romantic relationships in your life, and actually to all relationships. And the point number one, and I think the most important one, is self-awareness. It's when both partners, but let's just talk about you right now. It's when you are devoted to knowing and understanding yourself on a deeper level. And your partner is seen as a soul who devoted his or her lifetime to help you on your path to self-awareness. I mean, massive amount of gratitude is right now arising from this perspective, isn't it? So in every conflict, you see yourself as a source. Instead of blaming the other person and telling that they are doing something wrong or they are this way and that way, you look at yourself and you ask yourself, where do I need to shift? Where do I have a blind spot? And even if your mind is not ready to give you the answer right in the moment, still ask this question and keep asking in your unconscious mind, and your connection to the source, to your higher self, will help you to answer this question, and you will have a breakthrough. Because your partner is there for you to simply show you where you need to shift and grow, where you were wounded, where your weakness is, where you don't love yourself. All these abusers, abusive relationships, they're simply showing the victim, so-called victim, where that victim does not love herself or himself, and where that can be changed and filled with love. Speaking of love, once you fill those empty holes with love, you will heal your mind, your body, your emotions, everything. Love is the ultimate medicine for all. And when you practice self-awareness, you will also understand that you are made of love. When you connect, when you practice connecting to yourself as a soul being, an infinite, immortal being of love, then you will feel the rest of your being, which is mind-body complex, with love. And love is a sacred geometry of God. Mind creates lots of distortions in mind and body. But once you align yourself to your soul, to your source, everything gets healed with love. And so conscious practices of meditation, of inner contemplation, of asking those quality questions, where do I need to shift? How do I create this? Puts you in the mode of creator instead of victim. Not only in love relationship, in any relationship, but also in life. You become the creator in life. Because honestly speaking, all life, it's all relationship. It's your relationship with the matrix, it's your relationship with the money, it's your relationship with your family, and it's your relationship with yourself. All life is about relationships, and that's why exploring the subject of relationships, it's so precious, and so many people are interested in that. By the way, if you're interested in the subject, please subscribe, because I'm posting more videos like this that will help you as tools to see the blind spot and to shift in those little areas that you need to. Another very important aspect is communication and vulnerability. Communication, especially open and honest, can be scary. because we're afraid of another person lashing out. And as we were little children and we were open and honest with our parents, they would lash at us, and we learned how to hold back in the communication. It's a terrible habit. Now, as adults, we need to unlearn this and go against the fear and against survival instincts, and it can be pretty tough. But when you practice being conscious, then you can make conscious decision to be open, honest, and honestly talk about how you feel. Talking about your feelings more than what you think. Feelings, they are really the keys to your soul experience. And constantly coming back to your soul, experiencing this reality and experiencing this relationship is the most important stand that you can use to experience everything here. Now, boundaries is another big subject. Lots of personal coaches talk about having healthy boundaries in relationship. I think relationships shouldn't have boundaries because it means separation, some degree of separation. So let's say, for example, you hate when somebody's half an hour late because it would make you feel unloved and unvalued. And you would say to your partner, listen, you can be 5 minutes late, but if you're half an hour late, this is over. It doesn't work for me because it's just too painful. But in my perspective and how I see the 5D relationship, a fourth density, heart relationship, spiritually evolved relationship, as you always see your partner as a mirror to your pain or some weakness. And so if that person is constantly very late and it triggers you, ask yourself, why are you being triggered by someone doing something? And why would you feel unloved and unvalued, like I'm not worthy type of stuff, because someone does something that's out of your control? So here again, it's an opportunity to explore and heal your own wounds. When people go over your so-called boundaries, they trigger you into pain. This is when your opportunity for healing occurs, and take that opportunity instead of now pushing the person back and say, no, you cannot do this. Honestly, next very important point is respecting free will of your partner. That person can do whatever he or she wants to do on their path of life. And you are no one to stop them from that. You cannot stop them from you because of your fear, your jealousy, your own limitations, basically. Stopping someone is projecting your own limitations on the person. And that is really kind of like third density ego-mind relationship. So in the fourth density, and I know it's hard to swallow for lots of people, but that's not the way. Unconditional love is not being in love. When today you're in love and tomorrow you're out of love. It's being love all of the time. Feeling love. You are love. When you're on the level of the heart, you become love and nothing else. And so you accept the person fully, unconditionally, no conditions. If you do this, I love you. If you don't do this, I'm not gonna love you. If you don't give me flowers, I'm not gonna love you. That's conditions. If you marry me, I will be faithful to you. If you don't marry me, then I can do whatever. I'm not yours. I don't love you, you know? That's conditional. Unconditional, it's when you are love, you in love all the time with yourself and with the world. And your partner is a focus point. Your partner is a person or the soul who devoted himself or itself to you, and you devoted yourself to it, and together you have this beautiful dance, like a DNA, you know, that goes in a spiral, in and out, and swirling, and in constant connection, growing and evolving, and new connections is being grown. So DNA, the structure of DNA, is very much sort of physical representation of this metaphysical relationship between you and God, relationship between you and your partner, who is God, and you are too. And so that's the point of love in the next level, the new earth. And I know lots of people might think it's unrealistic and wishy-washy, and it only exists in fairy tales. It's not real life. It's not real life in third density, in ego mind matrix driven society where everything is commerce. Once you go beyond on this level, this is how it is. It's truly unconditional. And let me tell you, when I start to get times when I find myself in that state of unconditional love, there's nothing more delicious. The romantic love on that level, it becomes so intense and so pure and so beautiful that nothing shields it. And another great tip, once you get to the fourth, from the fourth, like a trampoline, you have access to go to the fifth density, sixth density, and seventh, and to the infinity. And the amount of blissful love energy is truly infinite. The intensity of it and the experience of it cannot be described by human words. And that is my personal experience. If you find this video useful or interesting or intriguing, then again, subscribe and follow me on Instagram and TikTok, where I post a little 1-minute videos, which like the drops of inspiration, and it can be useful if you're looking to progress yourself to the next level and be truly free in your life and also in your love. Thank you.